perspective, real estate's always been considered a sound investment, and we don't think the virus changes that. Farmland values have dropped, and land takes longer to sell than other types of equity investments. So investors aren't rushing to sell those investments, and it helps that interest rates are low, so there isn't any inflationary pressure right now. So we still see the market for land investment as a positive. If the land's in a good location for development and you can get comfortable that it'll offer a good return relative to price, we aren't going to be concerned that the price has been dropping in the short term. We're going to consider it a value buy. So I think the best move right now is patience, like I think a lot of people have touched on. Just like in 2008, we have to wait it out. Now, obviously, we're hopeful we don't have to wait as long as we did then. And the land development market isn't closed, at least here locally. We've seen some projects delay, and sadly, we've seen a couple go away here in the last month. But we've also got some moving forward, and I know several other land developers do as well. So we still think there's a good investment to be made if a developer is financially able to develop at maybe a more measured pace, maybe fewer lots at a time until the market rebounds more fully. That being said, the new construction market for homes might be slow to return to the pace we had late last year. But the fundamentals are still there, mostly to some degree. And if we can get people back to work and maybe those mortgage rates drop a little bit more, the real estate market could be back to a strong pace fairly soon. So that's the residential market. I know other speakers have touched on some of the commercial aspects of land development, and the impacts that COVID-19 has could be far reaching. From impacts to senior living based on outbreaks that have happened in those centers, to the vacancies that have been discussed in restaurant, retail, and entertainment project types. As we emerge from the shutdown, I know we've touched on the future of office space, how effective organizations feel that they're being working from home, how safe people will feel in open office environments going forward, job growth and its impact on demand. And then, from an industrial standpoint, the supply chain bottlenecks that have come to light in this environment. So I think all aspects of commercial land development will see some changes and impact. In addition, I think it's prudent to closely monitor the commercial lending and investment markets. As we heard today from Jenny, they're having some turmoil during this economic shutdown. We're seeing our local banks have this backlog and trying to navigate the economic stimulus programs and loan modifications with their clients. We've heard appraisers are facing some uncertainty, trying to determine appropriate valuations with everything that's happening. Hopefully these circumstances will be temporary and resolve as the economy gradually opens up again and some normalcy is reestablished. But in that vein, I just want to note one thing that we see as a need as we emerge from this shutdown is the critical nature of public-private partnerships in getting our industry back up to strength, given just the general uncertainty in the market. So now more than ever, it's going to take us all working together to make projects feasible and successful.